guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as healing stage of your life, family man. We're going in today. You know what I mean? We're going in today. I'm gonna give you guys a minute before we get started. What's up, family man? It's been a minute since we've had it live on this channel. You know what I mean? It's been a long minute, and man, it's my hope and prayer to be able to be back and do these a little more consistent. Um, I've been doing a lot of overtime, and man, I'm bringing that to an end. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be working as hard, on my job, so that I have more time to do these. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on in the country. There's a lot going on in the world. And man, we have to stay connected. We have to stay tapped in. You know what I mean? That being said, family man, let's go ahead and get started. You know, it's a lot of people talking about, man, they want love. People want love. You know, get all over social media and everybody's talking about love. They're looking for the love of their life and, their soulmate, their twin flame, and just, they're just looking for somebody to be in love with, somebody to love them. And when you sit down and have a real heart to heart conversation with these people and you ask them, well, what is love? The great majority of humanity can't tell you what love is. And it blows me away that people want love, but they don't know what love is. They don't know what comes with love. They can't define love, but yet they want it. Make that make sense. How can you want something and you don't even know what it is? We've got to grow up. We get so fixated on just wanting things that serve us no good. We get so stuck, especially here in America, we get so stuck on this material crap. We get so stuck on feeling good. We get so stuck in being connected with somebody as far as being in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, you feel invalidated. If you're not in a relationship, you feel like, man, you're not living your best life and something's wrong with you. We got to grow up. What is love? What is it that you want? The truth be told, the great majority is we really don't want love. Truth be told, the great majority of us, we just want somebody to help us pay the bills. The great majority, we just want somebody to talk to. We just don't want to have to do this thing and live alone. We don't want to have to walk this journey by ourselves. We want somebody we can have sex with. We want somebody we can hang out with, go out on a few dates, somebody buy us Valentine's Day, gifts. And it's true because Valentine's next week. And we'll spend all this money on Valentine's Day to symbolize our love. And you got these people that they'll compare their gifts to what other people got. And if you ain't doing all this stuff for me like so and so did, so and so bought this and da da da, and they took them on this trip and they took them over here and they bought them this and they went to this 5-star dinner and they got their nails done, their hair done, and all this other stupid stuff, then you don't really love them. You don't really value them. We're going there today. This is going to get deep. It's going to get rough. And truth be told, it's going to fuck up a great majority of our beliefs and understanding of what love is. You want somebody to value you. You want somebody to hold you and spend money on you, but you don't want them to hold you accountable. You don't want them checking you, but you say you want somebody in your life. You say you want your soulmate, your twin flame. You want your ride or die. But the same person can't check you when you're doing stupid ass shit. The same person can't tell you you fucking up when you wasting money. This same person can't tell you, babe, I don't think you need to be wearing that. This same person can't tell you, man, don't go over here. You shouldn't be hanging out all night. Now you trying to control me. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. You don't know what fucking love is. Yet you say you want it. We got to grow the fuck up, family. We have to grow up. There's so many people that believe that love is a feeling. Love is not a fucking feeling at all. That's so elementary. A feeling comes and goes based on your circumstances. That's not what love is about. Love is not about just you getting good stuff or you getting expensive stuff. You can have somebody in your life that's buying you nice stuff. You can have somebody in your life that's doing cool things for you, but that don't mean they love you. You can have people with ulterior motives trying to set you up, trying to fuck you up, buying you shit and taking you places and doing all this other quote unquote cool shit. And it comes across to you as this person loves me and they're wine and dine me and they'll take me out and they'll buy me whoop de whoop de whoop. And man, anytime I want to have sex, they'll have sex with me and da 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 and all this other stupid shit. And you think that's love when that's not love at all. They just have the means to be able to do all that shit for you. Don't mean that they love you. It don't even mean that they value you. The great majority of us, we don't want love. We want somebody to sponsor our way of living. We want somebody to pay our way through life. That's not love. That's a sponsorship. That's a partnership. That's not love at all. What the hell are you talking about? Just because he looked good? Just because she looks good? Just because you go in the kitchen and cook you something to eat don't mean that she loves you. What is love? What's love to you? Maybe your perspective of love is why you keep going through toxic ass fucking relationships. Maybe your perspective of love is why you're so fucking lonely. Maybe your perspective of love is why you keep choosing the wrong motherfuckers to hook up with. Maybe your perspective of love is why you won't hook up with the right person. Oh, they're too controlling. They're too strict, and da 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 da. And they're in a boot camp. And man, they're trying to put me on this and that. And I can't hang out with my girls anytime I want to, and I can't go on girls' trips and da da da. All this other stupid shit. We got to grow the fuck up, family. And I get it. It's hard because nobody's really talked to us about this. Nobody's really had these conversations with us. And so now we're in our late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, and still don't know what fucking love is. Just because your daddy spoiled the fuck out of you, don't mean that the guy that comes into your life has to spoil the fuck out of you. And if he's not willing to spoil you, it does not mean that he does not love you. Just because somebody tells you no, don't mean that they don't love you. Because you can't have your fucking way. Now you want to flip the script and talk about they're too mean and they're da 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 and da da da. They're narcissistic. They're controlling. They're manipulative. No, you need to grow the fuck up. You need to grow the fuck up. You want love, but you don't want responsibility. You want love, but you don't want accountability. You don't really want love. You don't even know what love is at all. And that's a sad reality for so many of us. So many of us, we grew up without our mother in our life, without our father in our life. And we think that, man, just because this person, man, they have great sex, man, they love me and da da da. And then you grow through that and it's like, damn, sex ain't about love. You know what I mean? You got the best sex in the world with motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about you. And you grow through that fucking transition in your life, that stage in your life, that man, that ain't got shit to do with fucking love. You got the best job, the best body, six pack, and all that shit. And man, that don't mean you love me. You could do the most for me. Don't mean that you love me. I could do the most for you. And it don't mean that I love you at all. So many of us, because we have our insecurities and because we need to feel attached to something or someone, we'll cater to their fucking needs. And we'll think that's love. When the reality, we're not doing this because we love the person. We're doing this because we have ulterior motives. We're doing this because we have low self-esteem. And if I don't do it for them, then somebody else is going to do it for them. If I don't cater to them, if I don't treat them like this, somebody else is going to treat them like this. So you're not doing it out of love. You're doing it out of guilt. You're doing it out of being and feeling manipulated and controlled. We got to grow up. What is love? What's love? See, and the reason why the great majority of us don't know what love is because we don't know who we are. We don't know who God is. I'm not a Christian at all, but the Bible says that God is love. Hmm. When we hook up with people who ain't nothing like God, truth be told, the great majority of us don't reflect God in any way, shape, or form at all. So what's love? How can you build a relationship? How can you build a marriage on love and you don't even know what the fuck love is? See, I know a lot of people talk about, man, well, there's different types of love. There's the agape love, there's the phila love, with brotherly love. There's the love between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, woman and woman, whatever the fuck you into. There's the love between you and your kids. There's the love between you and your friends. And we have all these different things to describe and define love. And yet we really don't know what love is. And you wonder why you've never felt love. As a life coach and a mentor, I talk to so many people who tell me, who are in their late 30s and 40s, 50s too, And they'll tell me, man, they've never felt love. They've never felt like they were loved. They never felt like their family loved them. They never felt like their wife or their husband loved them. They never felt like their boyfriend or their twin flame, whoever it was that was in their life. They never felt love. And then when I ask them, well, what is love? They can't answer the question. If you can't answer the question of what is love, how can you say that you've never been in love or you've never felt loved? How can you say somebody's never loved you when you can't even define what love is? How can you say that your ex didn't love you? How can you say that your husband, your wife don't love you when you don't even know what love is? I'm not saying that they do love you. The odds are they probably don't. They love you to the best of their understanding of what love is. But that don't mean that's what love is. We got to grow up. And it's a hard thing for us that have got set in our ways. We've gone through so much pain and suffering. We've gone through so much fucking drama, so many fucking heartbreaks. And then we give up on fucking love. I don't want love, fuck love, love ain't for me, and da 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 da. And you just don't know what love is. Shut the fuck up. You really don't know what love is. If you knew what love is, you wouldn't be saying such ignorant ass shit. You're saying that because you're still hurt. You're saying that because you haven't healed. You're saying that because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, you might be talking about the pain and the trauma that you've experienced, but you still don't know what fucking love is. We may experience the expression or the manifestation of somebody's love, but that's not the same in every person, you know what I mean? In everybody's life. How I express love to you may not be how somebody else expressed love to you. And so we'll take this notion. Well, you don't treat me like my ex, and you don't pamper me like my daddy, and you don't do da da da, and you ain't doing da 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 da. My daddy loved me, and my daddy did da da da, and you're not doing none of that. Therefore, you don't love me. No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Again, love is not about just doing things for people, buying things for people, giving people shit. Yes, some of us, we give out of love. Others give out of the need to feel like Superman, Captain Save-A-Hole. We're doing the exact same thing, but we have the wrong motives or different motives behind why we do it. Some of you, you give and you do whoop de whoop because you need to be seen, because you need to be validated, because you want people to think highly of you. And some of you do things out of the sake of trying to keep somebody. I'm obligated to have sex with this motherfucker. I really don't want to have sex with him. I'm not feeling it, and whoop whoop the whoop and da 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 da. But I feel like I got to, and man, it's I have to do this. And then, that's not an expression of love. That's not love. You get them talking about, man. This motherfucker got me here cooking. This motherfucker got me out here shoveling the snow and cleaning off the car and cutting the grass and doing all this other stupid shit. She got this fucking honey-do list. I can't rest. I can't have no fucking peace. She always got something for me to do. And da 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 da. That's not love. I don't give a damn how long you've been married. I don't give a damn how long you've been together. That's not love. See, we got to grow up and understand that love is a vibration, it's a frequency. And the great majority of us, we are not on that frequency of love. We're not in the vibration of love. That's why the Bible says that God is love. God is a vibration. God is a frequency. It's like having a radio station. Most of y'all too young to understand what a radio station is. But when we grew up, man, we had AM, FM channels. Called them stations. Now I could turn it to 106.7 or 107.7. I could turn it to 96.1 or whatever channel I want to listen to, whatever vibration I want to get on. I would turn it to that channel. I would turn it to that vibration. I would turn it to that frequency. Why? Because I want to hear that genre of music. Because I want to be tapped in to whatever music I want to listen to. If you like rock, you can't turn it to some jazz station or some jazz or frequency. If you like country, you can't turn it to some country western station and think you're going to hear jazz. If you love country, not country, but if you love heavy metal, you can't turn it to some Christian channel thinking you're going to hear country and western or heavy metal. You're going to get whatever vibration, whatever frequency you tune into, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. Same thing with love. See, you could go in and out of frequencies. You could change the frequencies quick. This is what we do in our life. We get around people that we truly care about, we truly value, and man, we enjoy their company and blah, blah. And there's true, genuine love because we got on that vibration. We tuned into that vibration with these people. And as soon as your ex, as soon as your baby daddy, your baby mama, your husband, your girlfriend walk in a room, the whole frequency shifts. Everything changes. You go from being loving and kind and nurturing, sweet and compassionate, walking on pins and needles, afraid to say the wrong thing because you're terrified you're going to be judged. You just switch from love to something else, to fear, to needing to be validated, needing to be accepted. You don't even know that you just switched the flip like that. You know that you shut down, but you don't know that you just got off the frequency of love and tapped into something else. So many of us, we could be on the frequency of love and get triggered. And just like that, you get off the frequency of love and go into that frequency of self-protection, survival, judgment, insecurities, self-hate, low self-esteem. And then you'll sit there and talk about, well, this person's not a good person for me, and they always bring out the worst in me, and da da da. No, motherfucker, you just switched the flip. You just flipped the script. You just changed your fucking vibration because you was triggered. And instead of you understanding why you were triggered, you get mad at the person for triggering you. Instead of you growing the fuck up emotionally and spiritually and trying to analyze why the fuck I get triggered every time this person walk through. Why the fuck do I get triggered when this person do this? Why do I get triggered when this person don't do this? What is it about this that hurts me? What is it about this that sends out the fucking alarms to me? What is it about this that sends up all these fucking red flags? So we'll start looking at the person that triggered us as our fucking enemy because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. Because we're emotionally immature. And yet you can't tell this person shit because they're so fucking woke. They're so fucking deep. They're so fucking spiritual. They're so fucking godly. They're so fucking enlightened. But they can't even tell you what love is. You can't tell people what love is because you don't know who you are and because you don't know who God is. And because you don't know who you are, you out here doing all this stupid, crazy ass shit. That's not really you because you don't know who you are. You got all these beliefs that you hold on to. You judge the world against your beliefs. And yet you don't even understand why you have these ignorant ass, toxic ass fucking beliefs. Everybody that says that they're connected to God, you sit there and you tell them that that person's not connected to God. There's no way that person's a child of God. Man, look at all the tattoos they got. Look at all the crystals that they have and all that jewelry and da da da. Look at how they're fucking dressed and da da da. That's satanic. You don't know who God is. You don't even know what God is. How the fuck can you say what's not God? How can you say what's not God like when you don't even know what God is? I share with you guys um, years ago, 10 years now. Um, my wife, the love of my life, passed away from breast cancer. And we had the service at church, and all these people were coming to me and telling me all this stuff and just giving me all these scriptures and talking about God and all this other stuff. And God needed his beautiful angel back home, and God picked the most beautiful flower and all this stupid shit, you know. And I get what they were doing, but it was pissing me off. I get what they were doing, but it was triggering me. It was angering me. It would set me off. That they had the audacity to come to me. And I know they were doing it out of trying to be compassionate and man supportive and all this other stupid shit. But the reality, they were showing me that they didn't even know who God was. And they were supposed to be men and women of the Bible, men and women of God. These were preachers and teachers in the house of God. These were saints in the church. Been in the church 30, 40, 50 fucking years. I didn't feel love from them at all. Went to this antique store that my wife and I used to go to. And this homosexual man was there. And he was just, man, just his spirit, just the way that he was, his mannerisms would just trigger me. I was so judgmental against this homosexual guy. Just his voice just irked me. You could be homosexual, but you ain't got to be all that. You just doing too much. And it just made my skin curl. One day, this man blessed me. He blessed me with a $500 statue, one that I've been wanting to buy. And this man blessed me. He gave me a hug. He didn't know my wife had passed away, and he asked me where my wife was at because we would always go to the antique store. And this time I was there, she wasn't with me. And she had just passed away in December. I'm there in February, first part of February. I'm going to buy the statue for myself for my birthday. And he asked me, where's my wife? Where's your beautiful wife? I love her, how she wore her makeup and her curly hair. And he's describing my wife, not knowing that she just passed away. And the wound was still fresh to me. And it hurt deep. And I stood there and the tears ran down my eyes as I was sharing with them that she just passed away 2 months earlier. And this guy broke down crying and reached out and gave me this big hug. And I'm standing in the store. I'm scared. I'm mad because this gay dude is hugging me. I'm scared because I don't want people around and the store's crowded. I don't want people around thinking that I did something to make this guy cry. I'm in this white store and I'm this bald headed black man, muscular, and this dude is crying. The owner of the store's crying. And he's hugging me and holding me. And God fucked me up as he was hugging me and holding me. At first, the fear came. What does people come think? Then it shifted to anger. Why is this motherfucking gay dude hugging me? The fuck is wrong with him? And as he kept holding me, I'm having these thoughts run through my mind. He didn't let go. The tears welled up in my eyes. And the tears began to flow. And from the crown of my head all the way to the soles of my feet, I felt this shift. I felt something just, this warm wave just go down. And he's hugging me. Wasn't no sexual hug, nothing sensual, nothing stupid like that. I held him back. And then it's just a waterfall, just the tears, the emotions, just everything came. And I'm crying hard, just sobbing, and he's crying, and he's just holding, not saying anything. Right then and there, I felt the embrace of God. Right then and there, the God that I was judging, the God that I was looking down on, the God that I was so dismissive of, the God that just voice just triggered me. His feminine energy just pissed me off. I didn't. Why do you have to be so fucking feminine? And he was holding me. And in that moment, God showed me what love was. In that moment, I was so embarrassed because God is using this man, this gay man that I was judging, this gay man that I was so dismissive of, this gay man that I was damning to hell, this gay man that I didn't think he had shit to fucking offer me, this gay man that I didn't want shit from. In that moment, God used him to show me love, to show me love. See, the trip is the people that you look down on, the people that's holding you to high standards, the people that won't just let you get away with just doing stupid shit, the people you walk away from, that you accuse of being manipulative, that you walked away from accused of being narcissistic and controlling. How do you not know that wasn't love? How do you not know God was using them in that moment to show you what real love is? But because we have these preconceived notions of what love is, we have these fantasies and stupid ass beliefs to what we think love is. Anything outside of that can't be love because we don't know what love is. We have no fucking clue. But we're looking for our partner. We're waiting for our shining knight. We're waiting for our king. We're waiting for our queen to come in and just love on us and to just love us. But you don't know what love is at all. I remember my daughter, my youngest daughter, years ago. She was in kindergarten and she wanted an iPhone. I think it was like an iPhone 5 or something like that. It just came out. And they were like $800. She wanted me to buy her an iPhone. I had a BlackBerry. She wanted me to buy her an iPhone. I didn't spend $800 on my phone. She had two older siblings that was with her. And I was trying to explain to her, I said, Jade, I'm not spending $800 on a phone for you. Because if I spend $800 on a phone for you, I got to spend $800 on a phone for your brothers. They're older than you. So if I do it for you, I got to do it for them. And she's sitting there in the store and she's crying, talking about how mean I am, talking about how I don't love her. I said, okay. So let me tell you something. And I pulled her in. I said, you ain't getting shit from me. You got me fucked up. I don't give a fuck about your tears. I don't give a fuck about your fucking emotions. I don't give a fuck about your beliefs or your thoughts about who I am. But what you're not gonna do is manipulate me. If you think that I'm mean and I'm a bad dad because I won't spend $800 on you, okay, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it. Matter of fact, you won't get shit. The phones that I buy your brothers, I'll get them a phone, but I'm not getting them no fucking iPhone. You won't get not near a motherfucking phone. Not from me. So many of us, we have that same fucking mentality as my baby girl. She's grown the fuck up now. She's 21 and man, she's beautiful. You know what I mean? What I mean by that, she's mature. She understands the foolishness that she was in at that time. But the truth be told, the great majority of us, we still have that fucking belief system. And you're in your 30s and 40s. And some of you are in your fucking 50s. And you still believe that same stupid shit. That if motherfuckers don't cater to your fucking needs, cater to your fucking wishes, then they don't fucking love you. If they don't bow down and believe and accept every fucking thing you say, then they don't love you. You don't value me. No, shut the fuck up and grow the fuck up. We don't want to do that. We don't want to grow the fuck up. We don't want to mature. We don't want to deal with our fucking pain and our fucking trauma that make us think that stupid ass shit. And so we'll hold on to that stupid, ignorant ass belief system, waiting for the right one, waiting for the somebody to real come along and love me. Oh, you ain't no fucking man, and da 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 da. I ain't got time for these sorry ass men. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. These sorry ass motherfucking gold diggers. Da, da, da. We got all this shit to say. When the truth is, you just don't know what fucking love is at all. What is love? If you loved yourself, would you put yourself through the shit that you put yourself through? Let's say it again. God help me. If you loved you, would you keep abusing yourself the way you do? If you loved you, would you keep tearing yourself down the way you do? If you loved you, would you keep hating yourself the way you do? If you loved you, would you keep invalidating yourself the way you do? If you loved you, would you keep putting those fucking poisons into your body? If you loved you, would you keep having sex with all these fucking people? If you really loved you, would you do the stupid ass shit that you're doing? But because you don't know what love is, you think it's okay for you to do what you do. You think it's okay for you to believe the stupid shit you do because you don't love you. You think it's okay for you to listen to that toxic ass, crappy ass fucking music that you listen to. Because you don't love you, you think it's okay for you to watch these raggedy ass, ratchet ass, stupid ass fucking reality shows of more messy, trifling ass fucking women doing stupid ass, trifling ass shit. That's not the frequency of love. And yet you consume that shit. You can't wait the next fucking show to come on. You can't wait for that next fucking album to drop. And it's fucking low vibrating, toxic as fuck. And you walk around the house rapping this stupid ass shit. You walk around the house singing this crazy ass fucking shit. You walk around the house and everywhere else vaping on these fucking vapes, and you don't even know what the fuck you put into your body. You can't even spell the fucking chemicals in those fucking things. But you can't wait for that next fucking hit. You'll go without fucking food, but you go get your fucking vape. You'll go without food, but you go get your fucking blunt. You'll go without food, but you go have you some fucking cigarettes. You'll go without food, but you'll have your bottle. And you consume this shit and talk about how you're in love with you. You consume this shit. And they have the audacity to call yourself a god. You consume this shit and they have the audacity to call yourself a king, a queen, an empress, an emperor. And you don't even see how you're poisoning yourself. That's not love. We got to grow the fuck up. You talk about love, but then you can't wait to get home to watch Channel 7 News and to watch what Donald Trump is doing, to watch Fox News and MSNBC and all these other fucking raggedy ass stations to consume all the toxic negative shit that they're spewing on the fucking television programming. You'll get on YouTube and you'll listen to all this shit about fucking raggedy ass Beyonce and Jay-Z and Sean Combs and all these other ratchet ass, ignorant ass motherfuckers, and you're consuming all this negative shit. You're eating this shit up. And then you turn around and talk about, man, I'm a king and I love myself and I value myself and da 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 and all this other stupid ass shit. How the fuck you a king? How the fuck you a queen? And you poisoning yourself with all this trashy shit, with all this low vibrating shit. But you're convinced you're a fucking king. You're convinced you're a fucking queen. You're convinced that you're fucking high value. Ain't shit high value about your raggedy ass. Your thoughts ain't even fucking high value. We've got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow up. I said, Travis, we get mad We're ready to go to war with motherfuckers we feel that's hating on us. We're ready to go to war with motherfuckers we feel that tearing us down. This jealous ass bitch, skanky asshole, thinks she flat out. I'm ready for this bitch and I'm gonna beat this bitch's ass. I'm gonna drag her by a fucking nappy headed fucking weave. And da-da-da. We got all this stupid shit to say and we're ready to squabble and lose our fucking rights and do all this stupid ass shit over motherfuckers tearing us down. Over motherfuckers who invalidate us, who dismiss us. And the whole time, we do that same shit to ourselves. So it's like, it's okay for me to poison me, but I'm not going to let you poison me. It's okay for me to hate me, but it's not okay for you to hate me. It's okay for me to not like me, but it's not okay for you not to like me. Make that shit make sense. We want motherfuckers to love us and we don't even like us. We want motherfuckers to love us and value us and we don't even value ourselves. If you valued yourself, you wouldn't listen to that stupid ass shit. If you valued yourself, you would take that fucking vape and all that other stupid ass shit. When we're so ready to cut motherfuckers off for challenging our belief system. We're so quick to cut motherfuckers off for telling us about our fucking self. Motherfucker, he's so fucking arrogant and they just think they perfect and they think they did that. No, motherfucker, that ain't got shit to do with what we talking about. We talking about why you a fucking hoe. We supposed to be in a relationship. Why the fuck you still cheating? Why the fuck you out there fucking creeping? Why the fuck you entertaining all these other dudes? That's what we talking about. Don't flip the script now. Don't change the subject now. It ain't about me having low self-esteem. And no, it ain't about that shit. We talking about you being a motherfucking hoe. I don't like me, but I want you to love me. Okay. This is why the great majority of us don't like being alone. This is why the great majority of us don't like being in silence. Truth be told, silence scares the fuck out of us. Because the truth is, we're scared of our own fucking thoughts. We're scared that if we're silent, everything's silent around us. I gotta listen to my fucking thoughts. I gotta entertain my fucking bullshit and my fucking issues. And this is why we go to sleep with the fucking TV on. This is why we go to sleep with noise and music all over the fucking place. This is why we gotta drink before we go to bed. This is why we gotta smoke before we go to bed. This is why some of you gotta pop fucking pills just to go to sleep. Because you don't like you. Because you're afraid of you. But then you want other people to value you, put you on a fucking pedestal, to worship you, to idolize you. This is why so many of you You put up all these pictures all over social media, looking for validation, looking for all the positive feedback to make you feel good about you. You need that shit because you don't know who the fuck you are, because you don't even like you. So you need other people telling you how great you are. You need other people telling you how beautiful you are. You need other people telling you how you're a great cook and you got a badass body and you're so smart, you're so fucking educated, and you're so strong, you're so this and that. You need this shit. You're consuming this shit. You're addicted to the fucking drama. You're addicted to the fucking feedback of others because you're not good enough. What's love? What is love? You're chasing something you don't even know what it is. Well, God had to show me because I was just like that. I was muscular and I needed the attention from others because of my issues, because of my low self esteem, because of my self hatred. I always had to have women around me, gassing me up, telling me how sexy I was, telling me how fine I was. I always had to have people around me telling me, man, look at your body, and look at those muscles. And then I needed that. I needed that just to make it through the day. So I'm working out, yoked the hell up because I'm needing the attention. I'm needing the affirmations. Some of you, you're not even interested in other people at this moment. You just get dressed up and post all this stuff because you need the attention still. You don't want a relationship. You're addicted to the feedback. You're addicted to the feedback because you have unresolved issues, because you're not in love with you. So many of you talk about how much you love God. Been there, done that. You know what I mean? I remember as a kid, I told God, man, God, I want to die for you. God, let me die for you. I want to be a martyr for God. And God fucked me up when he told me I just finished reading this book as a kid, Fox's Book of Martyrs. But all these people in the Bible and how they died, these grotesque deaths. Crazy how they were fucking killed. And I'm talking, God, man, let me show you my love for you by allowing me to die for you. It's stupid, that shit I was telling God as a kid. And God fucked me up with this. God told me, I don't want you to die for me. I want you to live for me. And that fucked me up. And I'm like, God, I love you and I'm willing to lay down my life for you and whoop the whoop whoop another. And God was like, fuck laying down your life. Try picking your fucking life up and living. Fuck laying down your life. Why don't you lay down your fucking low self-esteem? Why don't you lay down that fucking self-hatred? Why don't you lay down the fucking insecurities you got? Why don't you lay down that fucking fear you got? Why don't you lay down that fucking self-hatred you have? Why don't you lay down all this other stupid ass shit that's so fucking low vibrating, that disconnects you from me? And when I heard that, that fucked me up. I wasn't ready for that shit. I wasn't ready for that. I was ready to die for God. And God had to tell me, fuck dying for me. Learn to control your fucking ego for me. Learn to deal with your fucking issues for me. Learn to raise your fucking vibration. Oh, that's a whole lot harder than dying for God. See, dying for God is an easy act. You know what I mean? That's easy. Dealing with your fucking insecurities, dealing with your fucking fears, dealing with your self-hatred, that takes work. That's hard. And that's why we don't do it. We would much rather have somebody, quote unquote, in love with us than for us to be in love with ourselves. I'm going to say that again. That's deep. That's deep. God had to show me. Elijah, you want all these women to love you because you don't love yourself. Elijah, you need these people to love you. You need these people to value you. You need these people to adore you because you don't love yourself, because you don't value yourself. When you grow the fuck up and you learn how to love yourself, when you grow the fuck up and you learn how to value yourself, you don't need the love and value from other people. You don't need the affirmations from other people. You don't go looking for all that shit from other people. Not when you love yourself. Not when you know who you are. But we don't want to take the time to get to know us. It's a trip. We'll see a stray animal. We'll see a hurt animal. We'll see somebody that's hurt and we'll go all in. We become so loving, compassionate. We become so nurturing. We become so sympathetic and understanding of their pain, their suffering. We want to heal them. We want to rescue them. We want to make them feel better. We want to make them whole. And yet we won't even do that for ourselves. Catch that. You'll see somebody and you'll see all the potential that they have. It's like, man, that'd be a great woman. Man, that's a great man. He just needs my help. She just needs my help. And I could just smooth out the rough edges and da 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 da. And we do all this shit for other people. We'll invest all that we have into other people, into building them up, into helping them heal, into helping them grow, into helping them be the best version of themselves. But we can't even do that for ourselves. We won't even do that for ourselves. We don't even care enough about ourselves to even want to do that for ourselves. So we're jumping into all these relationships, hoping that somebody finds us worthy enough to want to invest in and to help and to do all this other stuff. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my story. I would jump into all these relationships with all these women because I thought they had all this potential and they're so beautiful, so smart, so educated, and had all this stuff going for them. They just needed me to help them out. They just needed me to help them get over the edge. They just needed me to be there for them, to console them, to inspire them, to, you know what I mean? To motivate them, to love on them, to encourage them. And the whole time, I'm doing all this for them. And I was hoping that they valued me enough to be willing to do that for me. I'm investing everything that I got to help this person reach their full potential, hoping that that person would see my true value, hoping that that person would see me as a good man, hoping that that person would deem me as worthy enough to love. So I'm looking for love in all these other people, never going within myself, never dealing with my stuff to love me, to value me, to encourage me, to inspire myself, to challenge myself. Because I didn't know what love was. I didn't know what love was. And I would become so angry after I invested all this time and energy and money and everything that I had into these other people. And they would just take it and just walk away like I wasn't shit. They would take all that I had and get the fucking big head and just throw me away like I was some fucking outdated newspaper. They would just throw me away, just dismiss me as if I had no fucking value. And that was so fucking devastating. So fucking painful to give your all to somebody else. And they just take and take and take and take and take and not reciprocate that same energy into building you up. And then I got to the point of, okay, you know what? Fuck these bitches. You know what I mean? Fuck these bitches. And I went bought myself a band, titanium band from Walmart. And I started wearing it on my wedding finger. And I had to know, man, fuck these bitches. I'm married to myself. And I didn't really know what I was doing or what I was saying at the time. I just knew I was sick and tired of sowing into women, investing my all into women, and them getting the big head and start feeling good about themselves and just walking away. I felt like I was tired of being used, tired of being abused, tired of being rejected and abandoned. And God had to show me something that fucked me up. It fucked me up. And God showed me was Elijah. You're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Elijah, you keep picking these women and investing your all into these women and hoping that they would reciprocate that energy into you. You know why that hurts you so much, Elijah? You know why that angers you so much, Elijah? My family, I would go into relationships and off the rip, I would tell these young ladies, man, don't get the big head. You know what I mean? Don't get so, gassed up about how I make you feel that you will walk away later. I don't need him anymore. Because I was used to that. That was the story of my life. What God had to show me was Elijah. You have abandonment issues. Elijah, you never dealt with the pain and the trauma of your mama dying when you were a little baby. Elijah, you never learned how to love yourself. You've been programmed to love others, but you were never taught how to love yourself. You were programmed how to do for others, but you were never taught how to do for yourself. And so you thought it was righteous, you thought it was godly for you to take all that you had and sow into these other people's lives and giving yourself nothing. You thought so much of these people, you would give them your all and you would give yourself nothing. You won't do 1/10 for yourself what you're willing and what you've done for all these women. And so now you're angry and you're bitter. Come on, women ain't shit. When the reality is you ain't shit. When the reality is your belief system is fucked up. When the reality is you don't know who the fuck you are. When the reality is you don't even like you. The reality is you don't even love you. How the fuck you expect somebody else to love you and you don't even love you? How the fuck you expect somebody else to like you and you don't even like you? And so all your relationships end. All your relationships ended. And all these women walked away thinking that they didn't need you anymore. And it fucked you up. And instead of you looking at the real picture, you looked at them. You focused all your attention and energy on them. Now this bitch was fucking narcissistic, and this bitch was da 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 da, and you had all this shit to say about them. When the truth is, you ain't got nobody to blame but you. Why don't you love yourself like you love them? Why won't you sow into yourself like you sow into them? Why don't you value you like you value them? Why is it, Elijah, that you can look at all these women, you see their imperfections, and you don't hold that against them? You love them in spite of their imperfections. You love them in spite of all their flaws and character defects. And you won't even deal with your flaws. You don't even understand your flaws. You won't even get to understand your flaws and your imperfections. Why are you so critical of yourself and so understanding and compassionate and nurturing when it comes to these women? Why are you so attentive to their needs and so dismissive of your own? What is love? What is love? Do you really love you? Do you even know who the fuck you really are? See, we hear people's stories and the pain and the trauma that they've gone through, and we'll hold them and we're so loving and compassionate. When it comes to hearing other people's tragedies, when it comes to hearing other people's issues, we're so attentive. We just want to fix them. We just want to be there. We just want to be Captain Save a fucking hole. We just want to show them that they're lovable. We just want to show them that they're adorable. We just want to show them that they have value. And yet we won't even do that for ourselves. Real shit. What's love? Do you even know what love is? You say you know what God is. You say you know who God is. You say you're tapped into God. You say you're plugged into God. You say you're a chosen one. But you don't even like you. You put on this persona that's bigger than life. You're healed, you're the star seed, you're this light worker, you're all this other stuff. And when the lights are on, when other people are around, but then when you're by yourself, you're tearing yourself down. You're beating yourself up. You're destroying your body with all this other stupid shit. You're destroying your mind with these fucking chemicals. You don't know what the fuck they are. And then you have the audacity to say that you're a light worker. Then you have the audacity to say that you're a beacon of hope, a beacon of love. How the fuck can you be a beacon of love and you don't even know what love is? How the fuck can you be a beacon of love and you don't even like you? You don't even accept you. Man, family, we got to grow up. Hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.